Welcome back to Dearman Customs. We had some parts come in. We're getting back on the motorcycle today. Got a little auxiliary fuel tank. That way I don't have to put fuel in the actual fuel tank in case it does have some holes in it that need to be patched that I can weld up and things like that. We're going to pressure test it. But anyway, that just keeps us from having to put fuel in the tank. I'm going to have to get a T and put some more fuel line on it so I can go to both carbs. But we have that, so we got that came in. Had some coils come in, so we'll be replacing them. I'm gonna change out the coil, plug wire. Got some spark plug boots that came in as well. So we'll be changing that out. I did turn the key on a minute ago to just see, and the battery's dead. So I didn't leave the key on, so I got something that's drawing power. So I'm gonna have to charge the battery, but it shouldn't be too difficult to change these coils out. Just go ahead and change those. Then I'll get the battery on charge. We'll get a splitter so I can run fuel to both carbs, and then we'll see what it does. Hopefully it busts off. Oh, I got to get some spark plugs also. So get these replaced, get the boots on there, and then I'll go get some plugs, get the battery on charge, and here in the next day or two we'll see what it does. We'll see if it fires up, or if it don't, and see what we got to do to get it to fire up. So that's the plan as of now. So I'm gonna get started on this. I'm gonna probably move the camera. We've got a better view of this. I still got to clean up the mess from where the limb fell through the roof. I did patch it. Holds water. It's rained since then. Still got a mess to clean up, but that's okay. It keeps water out, so that's good. But like I said, we're going to get started on this. It shouldn't take too long to get these switched out. Unfortunately, I might have to charge the battery. Can't use the old plugs. They're trash. One of them came completely apart. Here is the inside of one of the old plugs. Like that's the piece that goes inside of it. So anyhow, those won't work. So we're going to get started on this. I believe this is going to be pretty cut and dry. It looks like just some Phillips head screws, a few little wires to change out. I don't know where that goes. I have to look up a wiring diagram and see where that goes. But we'll go ahead and get these changed out. Hopefully y'all can see. But like I said, it's pretty cut and dry. We'll just get them unscrewed and go from there. Not going to be able to keep that in there. Get this clamp undone. Looks like I'm gonna have to unplug a few things need to be expected, but all in all, not gonna be bad. Oh yeah, that's way better. That other one's so stiff. But let's see here. We're going. That one came unplugged from here. All right. I wish these daggone wires was out the way. But they're not, so gotta deal with it. This other one out there. It's going to the other coil, so see if we can see what's happening in there. Seems like only one wants to snap in. I'm curious. Goes to the horn. All right, once again the camera shut off, so I don't know how much of it I lost, but nothing really major happened. Got to figure out, I think I'm gonna have to put a new end on here. It looks like the end has maybe corroded away or got broken at some point during its life. One side's clear, it's there, it's functional, but I think part of it has corroded away or gotten broken over the years. Who knows? So anyway, I think I'm gonna have to replace that. No big deal. Now, just gonna unhook it here, hook that in. We'll get that end to fit in there the best we can. Probably gonna have to order that new piece. No big deal. We'll just order one, replace it. That may keep us from firing it up. It may not. I may be able to get it wedged in there to where it'll fire. So, but we'll find out. And as of right now, we're just going to keep moving forward. So, let's see here. Taking loose. And one of these is the condenser that I already replaced. I think that's what it's called, is condenser. And I may be calling it wrong, I don't know. But and this is going to the points. I think I would like to replace that wire. It looks a little sketchy. But like I said, all this just to see if we can get it to fire up, because that's what we need it to do. And I think all these connections and stuff will be good enough to make that happen. Maybe, I don't know. We might. I don't think that's going to work. don't think that's going to work. So I guess after I get all this stuff put in, I'll go ahead and get online and I'll see if I can order one of those ends. I may as well, I guess, order a bunch of them. Ain't no point just ordering one, and I'm sure there's going to be more that are trashed through this whole process. So, and they may have a whole wiring kit that I can order. See if I can get some sandpaper, clean that up, and get that put back on. Then we'll change the other side out, get it put in. I know we can connect one side, and we'll get it put back together, and I guess that's all we're going to be able to do today. And I'll get the battery put on charge and go get some plugs and see what it does. We'll go from there. But yeah, this is definitely toast, man. This thing, it is rough, but this is what we needed. We needed that. So we'll get all this put back together and get that battery on charge. We'll clean this connection up a little bit. Got a little 80 grit sandpaper. It appears, maybe not. Let's see. We'll get this other one out. It looks like the mounting point for the coil itself, the new one and the old one, may be different. So I may have to find some hardware also, maybe a little bit different, but it may not. No, that should work. It is a little different, but it's not too bad, so that'll work. Reason don't want to go. maybe the screw goes on the other side. Let's try it on the other side. Because this one was definitely long enough. Maybe they're size specific, I guess. Alright, got that one on there, on one side. Yeah, I think I'll get some better hardware. This should get us where we need to be for now. I believe. That. We'll probably reroute this some kind of way like that. That looks pretty natural. Eventually we'll probably zip tie it to this wiring harness and what have you. It looks like we're missing a upper engine mount. What it looks like to me. It looks like there's a bolt hole there, there's two bolts there. You can see where something was there at one point in time. I'm assuming it's going to be a motor mount of some sort. So I guess I'll look that up too, see if I can find one that goes there. Good gracious, that's still. See if we can't get that fixed, but we don't need that right now. It's got to come apart anyway. That's the part I'm waiting on. I can't wait to get to that. That's going to be the fun part. We get to tear all this stuff down, start making everything pretty. But got to get this thing fired up, make sure it's healthy. But let me get this thing put in on the other side. And then I can order some more parts, charge the battery, and go get some fuel. And then maybe we can have going. I don't know where my magnetic receiver is at. Alright, I just broke that tip. Should have more in the truck. I don't know if I got any more out here. But it is stuck. There we go. Alright, I'm back with a new tip. So maybe this one won't break and we get the screw out. That one stripped. That's great. So, yeah, that one definitely stripped. That's going to be fine. See if if I can get this front one out. Nope, good strip too. Okay, well, let's see. Get this clamp undone, get these wires out of the way. See if I can get a vice grip on it and maybe get them to unscrew. So we know we need new hardware, that's for sure. But for some reason this side is all corroded and rusted and the other side wasn't. So I don't know if where it was sitting it had water or something that was just getting to this particular side or what, I don't know. But I need to find a pair of vice grips and see if I can't clamp down on them and get it. I might have to have a pair of needle nose vice grips, which I don't know that I have, but I can get some. I'm sure this whole project is going to kind of be this way. It's going to be replacing one set of bad hardware after the other, if I had to guess. So, but I sure wish that would have come loose, but it didn't. So here we are. I'm probably gonna have to get some needle nose vice grips. Might just have to cut the head off and go from there. I don't know. Don't look good as far as getting to it, clanking down on it. I don't have that one to move. That was wishful thinking. I have to cut that daggone wire off so it can stay out of my way. Replacing it anyway. Man. Maybe we can put enough pressure on it to back out. Ooh, got lucky there. And I've got to find that magnetic receiver. That thing's driving me crazy. Yep, got that one out. I don't know if you can see it. I got it loose. I know you can't see that it's stripped out, but it is. And maybe we can get this other one to break free. I'll do that flathead. I think this is the longest screw that we've had so far. Gotta be. It's 3 miles long. Whew. Almost there. There it is. All right. All right, well, got that off. So obviously this one here is trash also. It's just not quite as bad as the other side, but it's still trash. And we've got another one. Oh yeah, looking at that clamp or that fixture, I don't know what you want to call it. Anyway, it's definitely shows me that this other side was toast. Where's it at? Right there. I don't need to lose that one. But these screws, they're stripped out. So I'm gonna find some machine screws so we can put the other coil on, and we'll put the battery on charge, and then we'll continue on from there. I'm gonna go ahead and get some spark plugs as well. But yeah, we'll start back after I find some more hardware. All right, so got the horn and its wires out of the way. See if we can't get this thing to free up. Is that wire still connected? Free. We'll see if we can get that out like we did the other side, which I believe we can. Only downside is now we're going to have to get some more hardware. Make a mess. Not that I don't already have one, I just about to make more of a mess. All right. I got some new machine screws since the other ones were corroded on the other side. I got some to go ahead and change these out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get these swapped out, put the ones in on the other side, go ahead and put the boots on here, and then that's going to be a wrap for this video. And then the next video, I think what we're going to try to do, I got to get some plugs, got to get some gas, we can get this thing fired off. I got the battery charged, so we should be in a pretty good position to see what it's going to do. But like I said, I got some new machine screws. I'm going to go ahead and get these put in, and we're going to call it a day. Hopefully everything will work. Go ahead and sand this connection point here just to make sure that it's getting a good connection. we want everything to work in our favor as best as possible anyway. I hope it don't start raining, because it's going to get loud in here if it does, and then I'll have to record some more, I guess. Got a screwdriver. And the machine screws that I got, they work a little bit longer than the ones that were in there, and that's just because I don't know if those were factory or what, but it just didn't seem like there was enough bite on the bolt itself, the screw. I don't know if you can see that, but it's just a little bit longer. Give it a little extra bite. So hopefully that's good enough. The other ones are in there, so should just help it out a little bit. Alright, I don't know what I lost on last time. I figured out whenever I start editing all this stuff and trying to put the video together, but I got that boot put on. About to do the other one. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit closer look at what we got going on, and that'll be a wrap for today. And then we'll come back sometime this week, and I'll get some plugs and some gas and start seeing what it's going to do. But anyhow, let me put this boot on. Like I said, I'll give you a little closer look at what all we got going on. No, well, that's got to go somewhere. I think I'm missing a. Uh-oh. Well, I'll figure it out. Oh, there it is. Okay. Alright, no big deal. That's the one that I got to replace the connector on. I need to look that up also. See if I can get some these connectors that this bike needs. Wires. Alright, give you a little bit closer look. Hold on, move these cables. So, got that coil put in. That condenser is also new. Got that coil replaced. Both wires, new boots. And may even shorten that up at some point, but that's good enough for now. That'll do it for this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see y'all next time.